Saola batters Hong Kong with strong winds and heavy rain before moving away. The storm leaves a trail of damage in different parts of the city. And transportation services gradually resumed after the departure of Saola. Good evening and welcome to TVB News. The observatory issued the strong wind signal number 3 at 4:20 this afternoon. This after Hong Kong issued its first number 10 warning signal since 2018, while the city was battered by super typhoon Saola, which has now been downgraded to a severe tropical storm. Over the course of last night and early this morning, various areas in Hong Kong sustained damage caused by strong winds. Timothy Lee has our top story. While Saola was passing by Hong Kong, gale force winds were felt in many parts around town. In Tseung Kwan O, windows fell from height from an office tower and a residential unit. Authorities received 1,200 reports of fallen trees. Not only government workers, but also residents volunteered to remove debris from the street. With the typhoon moving further away from the city, local and international transport are resuming. Air travel is gradually getting back to normal. After the typhoon signal was lowered to number 3 this afternoon, public transport across the city steadily resumed. The MTR, Kowloon Motor Bus and Sun Ferry are among the companies returning to normal service. In Japan, the radioactive element tritium has been detected for the first time in seawater off the crippled Fukushima nuclear power plant since the release of treated wastewater from the facility. The operator of the Fukushima plant, TEPCO, said the tritium concentrations remain low and pose no danger. North Korea fired several cruise missiles towards the Yellow Sea in the early hours of today, according to the South Korean military. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said in a statement that the details of the launch were being analyzed by South Korean and U.S. intelligence authorities. It was the latest in a series of missile tests and military exercises conducted by the North in recent weeks, including a failed spy satellite launch late last month. The launches are believed to be in retaliation for the annual exercise. Pyongyang has denounced the drills as a rehearsal for invasion. "16 men and 2 women suspected of being part of a gang that robbed armored vehicles were killed Friday in a shootout with police. South Africa's National Police Commissioner Fanny told reporters the shooting lasted for an hour and a half. The gang was suspected of robbing armored vans, carrying cash from banks in at least 3 provinces. Police seized automatic rifles and 10 vehicles, including sports cars from the gang. Cash in transit heists are common, with gangs usually heavily armed. Still ahead on tonight's news. Vladimir Putin says he expects to meet Chinese leader Xi Jinping soon. In Singapore, a landslide victory for a former PAP member in the city-state's presidential election. India launches its first solar mission. Welcome back. The Kremlin has suggested Vladimir Putin will visit Beijing next month. The Russian president also said he expects to meet his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping soon when he spoke to students at the start of the school year. David Garrett reports.